Okay. And I haven't told anybody I'm going live, so obviously there's not going to be anybody here. Okay, let's see. Right. This is kind of a way to put myself under pressure, to make myself accountable, to actually do some answering of my comments and actually doing the stuff that I need to do. If there are people around, then I will actually do the stuff that I need to do with you guys pushing me to do the stuff. So hello, whoever it is who's there. I have a little bit of light here because my lighting system is pretty bad. I've been trying to try different kinds of lights, but it's just not really working. So this is a way for me to actually answer my comments, which have been building up for the past week. And I'm sorry guys that I haven't really gotten into doing this. I have a little hair tie, you can't see it, it's bright green. I'm trying to get into the Christmas spirit, but it's like, I guess I'll have to turn on the light anyway. Okay, well, it sucks, but whatever. I've been making tons of videos and not answering to any of the comments, which really sucks. So I'm here. Oh, hello, Mohit. Yes, hi again. I like that it's always the same people. But thank you for watching my lives and for watching my videos. I'm here to force myself to actually reply to people's comments because they've been accumulating all week. So I'm first going to start with my last video. I'm going to go backwards in time, you know. I'm not logical. Oh, you must be growing. I think not long ago you were at 600 subs. Congrats. Thank you, Miniata. It's crazy that so many people are watching my videos. Unfortunately, my channel mostly grows from my negative videos. Like suddenly I'll post like a really negative, traumatic video, and then like I'll get like 10 new subscribers from that video, and then I'll make like a happy video, and nobody will be subscribing from that. And oh well, I'll just make whatever I want to make. So I'm first going to be answering the Hoosier comments. I see you're preparing for Christmas. So are you a spiritual devotee of Christ or just celebrate for the vibe it gives? No, I do not believe in Christ or in God. I was raised in the Christian culture because I live in a Christian culture country. So I think it's especially important in Sweden, where I am, to have light around you when it's so dark. So I have these lamps. I have tons of lamps. I don't know if you guys want to see. I've got these lamps here on the side. It's the first advent, so I thought let's make it cozy. I also am like doing the granny squares. I'm trying to sew them together, but like I've managed to put these three together. So I'm planning on giving my ISFJ, based on my synesthesia, I'm going to be giving, like sewing these together and making it like a little mat, because in my mind he is green and red and it actually fits Christmas. So that works well. So I have all those done. I also made like a little snowflake kind of thingy with some yarn that was left over. So I don't know if I'm going to hang this out in the in my out on the balcony or something. I don't have a balcony, I'm in the window. Okay, let me concentrate here on replying to people's comments. I can't really... I should have put the live onto my laptop so that I can see people's comments. How do you see people's comments on the phone? Wait, here. Live chat. Ah, I think it's because they are real your serious videos, but same with happy ones. Well, yes. I think that people like the authenticity of people talking about real things. Okay, let me go to my comment section. It would be cool to like do something special for 1,000 subscribers. I don't know what, but maybe you guys have an idea. Okay, so let's go on to the comments of the Hosier video, and I'm going to be replying to Vondelpiet. This is probably going to be a really boring live because all I'm doing is like I'm doing stuff in you guys' digital presence, but it is making me productive, I guess. Vanderpie was saying most INFP artists you see have a sort of nervous energy bubbling that's usually easy to spot. And yeah, INFJs have a more ancient and more still focused energy. And that's really true. Okay, I'm glad that people aren't distracting me. I don't know why I decided, but doing things on live is actually lets me concentrate in some way. Like again, that state of flow. There, okay, there we go. I like the accountability of having 2 people watching me. Okay, let's go over to the next comments, which are Dolus's comments on the Hosier video. Okay, I have no idea if you guys are actually sending me things. I should probably have the live in like a separate tab so that I'll get like the notifications, and then I can have my what I'm actually doing in another tab. There we go. Wait, I should just turn off the sound. There we go. Okay. Okay, well, nobody's writing anything. Okay. Hello from the Philippines. INFP as well. Lost Wandering Prince. Yeah. Wow, I wonder what time it is over there in the Philippines. It must be like midnight or something. I don't know. I'm glad that you're here to like force me to write my comments, answer my comments. By the way, the thumbnail on this video is actually 2:50 a.m. What the hell? What are you doing up at 2:50 a.m.? I mean, I know it's a Friday, but we're INFPs. INFPs don't stay up at 2:50 a.m. on a Friday unless we're, well, down a rabbit hole or something on the internet. So I guess that it's okay for you to be up at 2:50 on the internet. Maybe you're not an INFP, and in that case, I'm sorry that you landed here. We all have different tastes, Dolis. Okay. Okay, good. I mean, it's not going quickly, but I'm answering the comments finally after days of this. Let me plug in my computer. By the way, this is the way that people with like INFPs and people who are ADHD do things, is by going on a roll. So, I mean, this isn't productive in the sense of the world. Oh, hi, Schumann. Okay, Mohit says, a single advice you want to give an OCD diagnostic INFJ? Wait. Oh, you have the OCD diagnosis and you're an INFJ. Well, I mean, I do happen to be a doctor, but I'm not here to give medical advice, really. Let me think about it. I'm answering the comments here. I'm thinking about it while I'm thinking about something else, which obviously is a stupid way to do things, but okay. Okay. Right. No, OCD, I can see INFJs having OCD. Like, I mean, there is a lot of perfectionism going on in INFJs, which I know that OCD isn't about perfectionism, but I think that INFJs go through these thoughts of again and again, and that is kind of OCD. Having these thoughts and needing to do something about it. Okay, I've now gone through the comments from my Hosier video. Let's go to the other comments on next video. I'm going backwards in time, which is kind of stupid, but yeah, I like that Toon Pix was like, Hosier is not an INFJ. Really, really makes me laugh. Okay. Let's go. Okay. What was the video that I did before that? I did have a video about the crow and the fox, the raven and the fox, or whatever. So I haven't responded to any of those comments, unfortunately. So let's see. Yeah, let me go into, well, let's answer Schumann's comment on that video, since he's here. He's here in the house. Okay. Yeah, the two masters. Okay. This is like the most boring live ever, I know. But I hope that you guys are maybe doing something productive with your time and just listening to me in the background. That's the way that I listen to videos. Like, I just put the videos in the background and then I do something else. That's why I usually have my headphones on and then I like focus in on something else. Sometimes I like just having somebody in the background doing something else. There's this autistic girl called Dana Anderson, and she does like about once a week or once every 2 weeks like a video that's called like do your chores with me. I mean, this isn't a chore, but this is kind of like doing an activity. Oh yes, Adrien Goulet has been writing, well, at Van Lucas 72 has been writing to me quite a lot, and I feel so guilty that I can't like answer because it's so smart. Sometimes the comments are like so smart, I don't know what to add, you know. I'm like, okay. So this is the fable, and apparently the fable of the crow and the fox is actually known in other places. But here, Adrien Goulet was talking about a Welsh fable about an old woman, the devil, and a bridge. The Devil's Bridge. Aw, Schumann. I mean, if it makes you feel better, I didn't have like a great day at work either. I had a lot to do in the morning. Because we have several doctors that are finishing and it was our last day, and so I have to take up everybody's extra work. But yeah, I did like that there is snow here. There's a lot of snow here. Too much snow, but it's good. You know, I don't drive, so who cares? This Welsh fable has a dog and a cow that outwits Satan with a piece of bread. That's a pretty cool fable. Let's see. Okay, and then this Adrien Goulet has had two questions. One of them, does French school curriculum place a lot of emphasis on poetry, or are classes devoted solely to poetry? And there the answer is both yes and no. So that's what I'm going to write. Both yes and no. We had to recite a lot of poetry, right? For some reason, French school is about reciting a lot of stuff and then not creating your own poetry, which is what I did in the English class. Actually, if you guys have seen my video about 13 ways of looking at the blackbird, I actually saw a blackbird on a tree today and there was nothing else. And I was so reminded by the 13 ways of looking at the blackbird. And my English teacher actually wrote to me on Instagram about my Spotify Wrapped, which is like so weird. And she was like, oh, you have great taste. She rarely writes to me. And it's like to like send me positive comments. My English teacher from high school. And then she wrote that, and then I wrote back, you know what? I actually made a video in your honor. And so I sent her the video, and she loved it. So I'm glad I could make somebody happy. Okay. We didn't do any creative writing really in French class. Like the creative writing had to be extremely structured and you couldn't just write about anything. It was like really not what you would think of as, but then I did an English class. I wrote a lot of poetry because I went to a school that had a international section, so we had kind of like the British curriculum. Okay, so that's my answer to question 1. Question 2 is, I hope you don't find this question sophomoric. I don't even know what sophomoric means, so no. But while we're on the topic of animals, I was wondering which animal you think best represents the true spirit of an INFP and why? I don't know. There's so many good animals to choose from. I'd say a panda. Pandas are nice. I'll write that. Maybe a panda. They're nice and they like to eat all day. It's kind of funny because I was thinking of like the animal menagerie that we have here in the INFP community. Like, I'm Radish Raven. And Bufo is a golden frog. And well, you know, there are. I mean, Adolis has a penguin puppet that he uses often. I don't know what D or Psychastral or what Vanderpeet would have as animals, but we have quite a lot of animals. Sophomoric is pretentious. No, I think a sophomore is like, you know, in American school, a sophomore is like a grade. Like you have the seniors and the juniors and the sophomores. I don't know. I probably have to look that up. Oh, and then he's like, happy belated birthday, joyeux anniversaire, and then ha den äran, which in Swedish usually you don't say ha den äran, like have your honor. Usually you say just grattis, which means congrats. You don't say happy birthday. It's a weird Swedish thing, but yeah. I'll just write thank you for the comment. And let's put a little emoji. Yay, we like emojis. I don't understand how YouTube emojis work sometimes. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I've responded to 3 comments. I'm not really going that fast, but here we are. Okay, Broccoli Todd wrote one of his longest comments ever, which is about 6 lines. I love Broccoli Todd's comments. It's usually like a word or two, and that's like it. Nothing against you. I actually find it funny, Broccoli Todd. Hey Ingrid, off topic, but you might be interested in recent Melissa Talks video where she details where the different types stack up in high school. She placed the INFP and INTP into the bullied category. Video is called Which of the 16 personality types were popular in school? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I was bullied too. Sad face. Okay. There, reply. There we go. Now let's see. Has anybody written here? Oh, it's just Schumann here. Okay. I mean, you guys are allowed to answer questions. I'm just here, like, trying to... That's super long. Haha. Good job, Broccoli Todd. Yay, Broccoli Todd. I thought that you weren't capable of writing more than like 3 words, but you're capable of a lot of thoughtful commentary. So we like that. Okay, this is a song by Sting that Adrien Goudet or Fan Luque 72 wrote. He says the song is written by Sting and is relatively unknown to the general public. I had to publish this song as a CD single back in the day in 1999 just to hear it, because it was a B-side track and would never have been played on radio. Since you seem to have a certain affinity for foxes, as do I thought it might be of some interest. Okay, I'll look it up. Oh wow. I really do love foxes. I see your profile as a squirrel. Do you like squirrels? I mean, I like squirrels. I saw a squirrel actually today, just scrambling around in the snow. It's pretty cute. Okay, there we are. So now I've answered the questions or the things on that poetry video. Let's go back in time. Okay, JTM replied about the blueberry video, which was from a long time ago, actually. There we go. This is making me productive. You see, guys, it's working. Okay. Okay. Now I'm getting into my sad video that's called Trauma, in parentheses, bullying, lots of crying. So this is going to be a little bit more difficult, I guess, to reply to. I don't want to leave people on red, you know, because, you know, people are being so nice and writing such nice things. Though somebody wrote, you remind me of Jeanette McCurdy, and I looked her up and I don't think so. So I don't know what to reply to that one, but the other ones are, I'll reply to. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. I was writing back to Paul Brink. Let's go to JTM. JTM is one of the INFJs that's been following my channel the longest. It's about bullies and how they often like seem like the model citizens, and it's like awful, but okay. It's sad to see so many people in the comments who had been bullied. Okay. Yeah, like bullies will forget you, and it's like none of the school bullies remember you. Like you remember them, but they don't remember you. So, there we are. Okay, now I've replied to JTM. Let's go to Vandal Pete's comment. I'm very slow at typing, if you guys noticed. It like takes me ages. I don't know, like everybody else my age learned how to do it, and I never really learned. I think that is also because I have oh, hi Kit. Kit, I've forgotten your book recommendations, so I need them again because I deleted the long live video where I was like messed up and not doing too well. So this is just a chill live where I reply to people's comments so that I actually get it done, because otherwise I'll never reply to anybody. Yes, thank you, Schumann. It's a little bit more difficult to reply to these comments, actually. Vandal Pete was like, yeah, it was hard because as a child you're so trapped and you feel helpless, and so it's a miracle that we survived through the school system with all the in-groups and bullying. Thank you for the support. And let's send a little emoji. I dislike the YouTube emoji so much, so I have to like choose the correct emojis here. Wait. There. There. Okay. I'd already replied to Jodzilla, which is Bufo's friend. I'm really glad that that he's been helping out Bufo. And I replied to Dulles, but now seeing star 64. Okay. I wish I could have stayed invisible. It's a fellow asexual person, so I'm glad that there are some asexual people that can write back to my, like, comment on my videos, because it makes me feel so much less alone. It's like the whole world is, oh, hi, Carm. Hi. This is like the most boring video ever, because I'm just replying to the comments. So I'll get to your comments, Carm, from like several days ago. I'm replying to like comments from like a week ago. So this is getting me into the ADHD flow of like actually getting myself under you guys' pressure. I can actually do things. Okay. Okay, there we go. I've replied to that person now. To Seeing Stars 64. Okay, and then there was Safan. This was a follower of Jesus Christ. But she is very. It's like, bless them. I'm glad that they feel like they can bless me, but you know. They're very thoughtful comments. It's just that I don't believe in Jesus Christ. And like trying to convert me to Jesus Christ is not going to work. Like sharing me Bible verses like literally does nothing for me. Let's see. I need to plug in my phone. Okay. How do we do this? Okay. Okay. It's kind of stupid because I don't have like a. There. Okay. Good. Nope. Okay. Now let's go back to. No worries on that. Still have videos to catch up on by you and others. Oh. Yeah, I know, but still, I went to reply to people's comments. Because I'll forget them. The further back it goes, the more I'll forget. So, let's see, where was I? It was Safan Jadorf, but she wanted to give me a Bible quote, but let's forget the Bible quote. Thank you for the comment. I'm sorry that happened to you. I don't believe in God, but I'm glad that belief gave you strength. There we go. We reply to that comment now. I don't know what to reply to that I look like Janet McCurdy, so that's it. Okay, now Paul Anderson has been writing extremely long comments. and I cannot read them. I'm sorry. I love it that it's such a long comment, but I don't know how to reply. So it's like reading a book. So I'll have to skip that comment from a week ago, and let's go to take a break from that video, which was pretty a lot. They're usually kind, but can be a bit dogmatic at times when someone doesn't believe in Christian faith. Well, it's like, they're like, yeah, bowling helped me through my bowling. Like, belief in Christ, in God, has helped me through my bowling. And I'm like, good for you, it didn't help me. But okay then. Let's see. I have a friend who sends Christmas cards very early. Mine often arrive before Halloween. Ha. Well, I've written 2 cards. Actually, I've written one to my INFJ friend. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to reconnect. I don't know. But I am going to be writing to my ISFJ friend. I have these cards here. I've already written to my ENFJ friend. I've written her card. I have to write to... I have one with a moose, which is very Swedish, right? And here there's a lot of snow and there's a little Santa. And this one has bears. But I don't know who is going to get which one. I think that I've already sent these actually to my ISFJ friend, both of these. So I think I'm going to send this one to my ISFJ friend. Because he's a little bit of a, not a mother bear, but a father bear. He takes care of me. It would be nice to have that. And also, I have my friends that live in the south of Sweden that I haven't seen in a while. One of them is an INTJ, and I don't know. I think that this one fits more an ISFJ. I have another ISFJ friend who lives down there, and this one fits more the INTJ, the lonesome moose in the forest. That fits an INTJ, and this is more like a domestic scene, like an ISFJ kind of card. Though I've sent both of these with the same pattern to my ISFJ friend over the years, but this one fits my ISFJ friend, I think. I also have been making this little crochet, so I've been putting these together. I do like the red frame. Unfortunately, I've been using the same pack of cards for several years, and these are the last 2 that I have. The one that I had in my thumbnail is the one that I'm going to be sending my ENFJ friend. Let's see. This. See? Oh yes, thank you, Kit. I will, let me put these, let me copy your comments so that I can remember them for later. Okay? Because I'm stupid because I deleted the video. But like I can't stand making you guys think that I'm crying because of you guys. I don't I'm not crying because of you guys. I love you guys. Some people, get a little bit on my nerves, but I was actually just feeling really tired last time. Or before last time. This is what I've been writing to my NFJ friend. So I put like little pictures and little stuff. And yeah, so it will be nice. But I can't do everything at the same time. I must continue. continue on my quest to reply to all of my videos. Okay. Now let's go into my video of thankfulness and gratitude, because that's where Carm wrote something. And I think that Carm wrote the best comment on that video. If you're going to be like, you know, rating comments, which isn't something I do, but okay. I think that the bit of it is a part of Christian culture, you know, that we have to be grateful because Jesus died for our sins, you know. We should be happy about what we have. But not because of fear that it will be taken away. Carm calls himself a melancholy optimist, which is pretty relatable. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then there was K.O. Hakala, who, yeah, you know, sometimes posts good comments and sometimes posts really weird comments, but he is allowed on this channel for the most part, because I think that sometimes he just doesn't realize what he's doing. So ignorance I can accept, actual bigotry not as much. Yeah, he wonders if a belief in some kind of original sin is possible without a belief in God or another story of origins. And the whole thing about original sin is pretty, I think it's pretty Christianity related, you know? I don't even think that Muslims believe in the original sin. Because you have to believe Adam and Eve and that story. And I don't even think Jewish people believe in original sin. I mean, there are quite a few religions that believe in like that mortals are stupid, you know, but not that we are sinful by birth, you know. So I'll just write, yeah, I think that the concept of original sin is actually pretty Christian specific. You have to believe in the story of Adam and Eve. to believe in the original sin. That is at least my take on it. I don't know if that's true. Now a blushing melancholy optimist. Oh, you guys are so nice to each other in the comments. Okay. I'm guessing that K.O. Hakala is a Christian. I don't know. Maybe he's an atheist. But it seems like he's grown up in a culture that is Christian, like we in the Western world have. Unless we have been born and raised in another culture. I don't think that K.O. Hakala has been. I don't know where he's from, if it was Finland. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so that was my gratitude video. Let's see, what else have I missed? It feels like I just keep like skipping Paul Anderson's comments, but it's because they're just too long. I cannot. Then it was my video Bad Day number 875 from 2 weeks ago. And I feel stupid for not replying. But I have replied to some of these at least. Okay, Alan Rodriguez. So yeah, as I was saying before, unfortunately, I'm getting most of my subscribers from my sad videos. So most of the new commenters come from my sad videos, which is like kind of depressing, but okay. He will understand they were super long. I never read them, to be honest. Yeah, I do read them though. I read them at least once, and then I'm like then it takes all my energy, and then I'm like, ugh, like what should I write? You know, I can't write anything back to that. I can't. What I did not like is if people start writing super long comments in response to other people's comments, and so I actually called them out on that, because I want people to feel like they can write their comments and feel a little bit like it's their own little story. I don't want somebody to comment back to somebody's comments, but I know that I can't stop that. But if you're going to do that, like, don't write a longer comment than the actual person commenting. Like, you know, it's kind of like this person has opened up a private conversation with me. You know, like if we put this in metaphors, in the YouTube comment section, if somebody writes it to me, like writes a comment to me, it kind of is more like, oh, they're opening like a semi-private conversation channel. But then if somebody replies to that comment and replies a super long comment, it's kind of like they're barging in, you know, and that makes the original commenter not feel that great. At least that's how I would feel if I were to write a comment on somebody else's channel and then somebody like went off on that. So that's what happened with Dulles and Mr. Anderson. So I'm glad that at least he listened to that, and that he just limited himself to his own personal long comments rather than going on to another thread. Okay, it's Alan Rodriguez had a pretty nice comment, so he deserves a nice emoji. There. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I think that I've replied to most. Then there was Loretta. Loretta8249 also wrote a super long comment. She wanted me to go and like work in a foreign country and such, and that's very nice, but I'm not going to do that. Thank you so much for the long comment. I'm not about to move or work abroad at the moment. I need mostly rest and to settle down a bit for the moment. You know, I'm not about to like do some big change in my life. I have enough to like just make sure that I'm under control and stable. So I'm not going to be working away, but I do admire people who do that. But I do thank her for making me see that there are so many opportunities, because it seems like she's an older person. Like, I don't know if she's in her 50s or 60s and she cares about me. Thank you for reminding me of the huge amount of possibilities. Out there. It is easy to forget. Thanks for coming and visiting my channel. Sometimes I'm like, am I being inauthentic? Am I like just writing the effie correct thing to write? But sometimes it's like, that's the only thing that you can write, you know? Sometimes I just have to write something. Because, okay, a lot of people want me to change my career, or like they say that would be great for me. And sure, but it's, you know, it's easy to say. It's easy to say. There we go. Okay, now we've replied to all the comments that are on that video. Let's see. Was there anything else except for Paul Anderson? Because we're not feeling like replying to him today. So that was my bad day video number 875. I think that I've gone as far back as I could. I've been doing this for about an hour now, and I think that was that chore done. If I can count this as a chore, I don't know. It's not really a chore. It's just, you know, a task that I like to do, but I cannot do because I'm so okay. And then Van Lykke 72 wrote on my video that I did about rhythm and regulation. One of my favorite videos, actually. Good job, Radish, you did it. Yay! Okay. I just have to reply to this last one, because this one was actually pretty well thought out. It's about different films that you can incorporate and weave the changing of seasons that are incorporated into the movie storylines. So he talks about Takeshi Kitano, who made there are several films, Korean films, Japanese film, a Belgian film, and the Korean film, there's a little Buddhist temple which floats so serenely on a lake in a secluded forest. Oh, that seems beautiful. And then there's another movie, Starman, which are horror. Yeah, Bufo likes horror. I don't like horror. All right. Yeah, Takeshi Kitano does the Total Wipeout show. I've really loved Takeshi's Castle, which is a game show that's this Japanese game show that I used to love watching as a kid. And my brother, when he was a baby or like very small, he would call it stekeshi, which means like ragu meat in French, because he couldn't say takeshi, so he said stekeshi instead. And so we would always say like, "Oh, we're watching stekeshi," and like we would always like laugh about that, you know, we were eating. My dad can only make like 2 dishes, and one of his dishes is like ragu meat with peas, basically. And so we would eat that, and we would watch that show. And that show is really fun. I never understood what happened in the last. Like there were these challenges that they would have to do, and it was all in Japanese, and the French like commentators, they didn't have like the instructions, so they didn't know what they were talking about, so they were just like guessing things. So they would just like say a bunch of shit, like guessing what is happening, but they actually didn't really know what was happening. So, and then the last thing, the Takeshi Castle has been broadcasted here as well, was so fun and silly. Yes, I like, you don't understand what's going on if you don't understand. It came right after all the old school animes on TV every day. Yeah, no, exactly. I was like, the last thing, like they would have to do these stupid things, like they would be in a maze, and or that they would have to jump on logs that were above some water, and then like they would like these logs would roll and then they would fall. And this was before Total Wipeout was a thing. And then they would have to like walk on some kind of net, and then they would get blasted by some other team that would throw balls at them. Or there would be, they would have to run up like a mountain or something. I can't really remember. Like they start with a lot of people, and then they get like eliminated. And then at the end, there are only a certain amount of people. But then at the end, they're kind of like in go-karts, like in little, in little cars. And you don't really know what they're supposed to be doing. They're just like wandering around with these cars, and there's like the castle in the background. And the point is like you're supposed to take over the castle, but I never saw anybody take over the castle. So I don't know if anybody won at the end of the day. Maybe some of you guys understand this and know what actually happens at the end of Takeshi's Castle, but I never understood. I just guess that Takeshi is always going to keep his castle, and the reason that he does this is just to show everybody that nobody can take his castle. That was my that was my hypothesis. Let's see, Carm. Looking forward to catching up with your Kojiro video and exploring his music further. One of my dear friends describes his music like a warm blanket. Very comforting. But that's what's interesting, is that seeing him live was not at all like just having a warm blanket. It was super powerful and intense. Even the slow songs, it's intense. But I like all the sounds that go into the background. It's not just him singing. There's a lot of, he plays the guitar, but then there's all of this orchestral stuff going on behind. So I like Hozier. I made a half-hour long video about just him being an INFJ, so obviously I love Hozier. I mean, Who wouldn't, after having seen that? Let's see, where was I? I was trying to reply to... I'm wondering if Adrien Goulet is from like Canada or Quebec or something. He seems like that's a French name. I don't know where he's from. Hey, Adrian, where are you from? You seem to know a lot of international movies. Yeah, I loved Takeshi's Castle. I'm looking forward to seeing the film with the floating Buddhist temple. Seems so serene. Oh yes, I want to really see the Miyazaki film, the Boy and the Heron. Like, I made a video actually just about herons because it feels like that's kind of a symbolism that I like. So I love Miyazaki films. I was telling you guys about the concept of Ma that's in the Miyazaki films, or at least in Spirited Away, but also in a lot of these Studio Ghibli films. Okay, there we go. I like how Adriana is like, hey do. He's become Swedish. Unfortunately, Hoosier got it a little bit wrong in the Swedish, because in Swedish you can say hey to say hi, and you can say hey to say bye. But to say bye, you can also say hey do, but you can't say hey do to say hi. So hi is always hey, and bye is either hey or hey do. But he said hey do at the beginning of the show, which, yeah, was pretty funny. I don't know if he was aware of what he was doing, but he has to go to so many different countries that it's like impossible for him to like know every single language. But yeah, so I've responded to all of the comments that I had to reply to, or had to, like, that I wanted to reply to. And let's see, let's unplug the phone now. Let's put the computer here. And let me see. I'm going to be writing my Christmas cards to my friends now. This is a super way for me to be productive, at the same time having a little bit of fun. I was supposed to Skype my parents, but they're not home yet, so I don't know what's going on with them. Okay, I forget who I was. This is to my INTJ friend, I think. So I have this these Faber-Castell pens, which I got like around 8-9 years ago from my mom for Christmas. So and they still work. So that's great. It's like these kind of flowy pens. I've used these pens when I was writing letters to you guys. It must have been around a year. Faber-Castell, yeah. Aren't they German? Since 1761, it says on the package. Okay, so let's write hey. Okay, hey. Insert name. Then I write God jul. God jul. Och gott nytt år. Jag hoppas. So I hope that you're having it good, and I wish you a great new year. Oh, Emmanuel, hi. Wait, hello, VP Mambo. VP Mambo. I don't know Swahili. I just like seeing you guys having fun in the comments. Okay. This is actually very encouraging and motivating for me because I'm actually doing so much more in an hour than I've done in like 10 hours, you know. I was just like playing. I've become addicted to this game on my phone that is like called Words of Wonder, which is basically like crosswords on your phone. And yeah, I can do that for hours, and it's like a waste of time actually. I do think that maybe I get a little bit smarter, but maybe not really. I don't know if you who of you guys celebrate Christmas or other holidays. Do any of you guys celebrate Advent? Because Advent is a big thing here in Sweden, but it's not at all a big thing in France where I grew up. So I wonder if you guys celebrate that. We celebrate Advent with Poa, Ingrid. Does that mean thanks? Here, that's my setup at the window. Okay. I don't know what Poa means. Maybe you can tell me. VP Mambo to everybody. It's kind of a funny way to say hello. I mean, in Swedish, you just say hey, which is just like a word. Hoppas du haft det bra. Hoppas. I hope that we see each other soon. Hugs, Ingrid. Actually, this INTJ, she's she lives with a French person now, actually. So it's kind of funny because like sometimes she'll ask me about French things. We did our internship together. So I haven't seen her for a while now. Okay. I'm drawing a little Christmas tree onto her. And let's draw some snowflakes with this blue pen. I'm not great at drawing snowflakes, but stars are pretty nice. Those are easy to draw. I'm not an artist in this sense. Let's see, let's draw a present. There we go. There. And it's the moose. So good. I only have 2 more to go. I've done 3, and now I have 2 more. So this was the one that was to my ENFJ, and now this one doesn't have the red ring around it, but I think that my ISFJ will forgive me if he sees the cute little bears. I think so though. My other ISFJ friend also gets kind of a little dog. You see the dog? He's cute. And the little, like Santa that's like saying shh to the dog, like don't bark, you know. So that's nice. I do need to think a lot about my ISFJ friends card though, because we've been friends for 10 years now. So that is a lot to think of. I've thought it through in my head a little bit, like several times before I've written this, so it's not like I'm improvising really on the spot. Okay. I think that this is what we INFPs are best at. We're best at writing Christmas cards that are authentic, but it takes us ages. That reminds me, there's a documentary called World Play about crossword puzzle fans who enter these yearly tournaments here in the States. Yeah, I mean, I'm on level 305 of this Words of Wonder. And that only took me like 3 days. So I like Sudoku as well. I'm really into Sudoku. I'm not really good at crosswords. I'm good at like kind of like Wordle kind of stuff. I'm not really good with vocabulary. So yeah. Hi, Ksashik. I don't know if you just came or if you or if you've been watching this whole time. This has been like the most boring video ever because I'm just concentrating on several things at the same time. Okay. Okay. God jul. Och gott nytt år. I'm writing, can you imagine that we've been best friends for 10 years? Can you believe that? That's amazing. Oh, you just came? Yeah. You're joining a pretty boring live because what I've been doing is just been replying to other comments on my channel. I've been writing Christmas cards to my friends and trying to concentrate on that rather than on answering questions. But I am glad that you guys are here to keep me accountable to actually doing something here. Yeah, this is a lot of concentration. We oversee everything. Schumann is like watching. I have too much to say. I have too much. You can't summarize 10 years into a card. Oh, I'm writing that. I'm so happy that we have known each other so crazy long time and that we have had such beautiful moments together. This is why it takes so long for me to reply to comments. It's just I love your comments so much that it takes me ages to like process everything. Oh wait. I think that my parents finally realized that I wanted to Skype. Maybe I'll have to finish this live soon. So if you guys have any questions, let's take them now before I end this. Because I just want to finish this card and then I can do the last card later. It's a good idea for accountability. Indeed, I do it though I'm camera shy. Ja. Vi har haft så fina stunder tillsammans. I'm going to just say that we have grown so much together. Because we grew together. I mean, these 10 years. When I first met him, I was 18 and now I'm 28. It's crazy. So I'm just writing like, you're the best human that I know. We've grown together into such beautiful, complex, interesting people. Continue to be who you are. And then we'll write kram. Ingrid. go. Okay. I'm just drawing these little thingies all over the place, kind of. He's a Christian, so he believes in Christmas, so we have to really make it very Christmassy. I'm going to add a lot of little stars, because he's a star. Oh no, it fills my heart with love to do these things. When I was like a child, I would do all of these like little like love cards to my friends, and some of them have kept them all these years. There's this girl that I knew since I was 5, and when I was like 10, I made her like a back to school package, and she kept it. She kept it for like 10 years before she had to move. But there we are. There's the card. I hope they likes it. All right. I'm going to have to reply to my parents now, unfortunately. I'll be like, hey. Let's see if they're even by a computer. You know, it's like I've been waiting to Skype with them since like 5:30, and now it's like 9. Let's see. Oh, so there are only 2 people watching, and I'm guessing that is Gorvo and Schumann. I don't know. Nothing like a beautiful, lasting friendship you can communicate and understand without words. Just knowing glance and gesture is enough. Yes, I'm sending out love for that comment. Love, love. Okay, and so I have kids book recommendations. I have been reading the Von der Peet's book, No Longer Human, Osamu Dazai. But I'm reading too many things at the same time, so it's like I'm not getting anywhere. I'm reading the Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Okay. Any last questions before I turn this off? Now I can continue to be somewhat more productive. Thanks for the stream. Yeah. I mean, like, it's not like I'm doing any chores around the house that are productive, but I'm doing things at least. So I'll be putting this in the window, this little like snowflake thingy. What else am I reading? Well, I still haven't finished The Body Keeps a Score. I'm almost finished, but not quite, because I kind of got triggered, and then I made the trauma video. So it's like, yeah, I only have like around 3 chapters left or something. I still have the Le Deuxième Sexe to read. I wanted to start reading Sense and Sensibility, but it's like, it's hard to get into. I'm thinking maybe I should watch the movie before I actually read the book. I don't know. Jag är ledig, says my dad. But that's just my dad. I want to know if my mom is also going to be on. No, but so Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe is what I'm reading. I'm around halfway through with that book. That was pretty easy read, so it goes pretty quickly. Um, like, this is supposed to be a pretty simple book, like but it's, you know, you need a little bit more brain power, which I don't have. And I'm doing 10,000 things at the same time. Like, I'm also supposed to be doing this because I'm thinking of gifting it to my friend actually on Sunday. So I'm not really, you know, kind of not really, I didn't think that out really well. I'm going to go to the Christmas markets tomorrow because that's when the Christmas market is coming to my town. I'll see if I can buy some kind of. My dad likes this cloudberry jam, which is something that is very Swedish, and I'm thinking that I know that he likes that, and since he's an ISTJ, like, you know, getting things that you know that they like is going to work, you know. Otherwise, I don't know what kind of thing I would get my dad. So I hope that they have cloudberry jam, because that would be. I don't really love cloudberries for some reason. But yeah, so I'm going to be getting that. It's kind of stupid because I can just go to the library and get any book that I want. I can like ask for any library book ever, and they'll buy it for me, and then I'll read it. So I'm going to put Kit's recommendations in there. The Christmas lights behind you form a beautiful constellation. Yeah, I just stuck them with blue tack, and they're kind of not sticking to the wall. But yeah, Christmas markets are just starting everywhere here too. Yeah, I mean, Germany must be the best place to go to a Christmas market. You know, we had a Christmas market in France too, but it wasn't that, you know, it was often not very Christmassy. You know, it's kind of fakey because most buildings, you know, it's not really Christmassy kind of atmosphere. Here it is a Christmassy atmosphere because it's super cold. But so I actually went to a Christmas market last weekend when I was in Stockholm, and like before the Hozier concert, and I ate a hot dog, and I ate some roasted almonds, and that was pretty fun actually. What do you drink at the markets? Oh, it's a glögg. I don't know what you call it in German, or it's mulled wine. It's mulled wine. Actually, I got some. Right now, I have some in my fridge. I bought some apple juice that has. It's an apple juice that has cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, and vanilla for like 20 crowns, which is like €2. And it's like drinking an apple cake. So it's kind of gross. They say that you're supposed to also be able to drink it hot, but I haven't tested it yet. I've only tested it cold. But yeah, mulled wine here too. It's called glue wine. Yeah, it was glug. It's glug, but just in German. Yeah, no, so I didn't feel like drinking an alcoholic beverage right before I was going to go to a concert, but maybe I could have. It's just, you know, I wanted to be able to sleep well and not sleep during the concert. So, yeah. But they do serve that, and usually they put raisins and almonds in it. But yeah, they have a lot of that. They have that in France too. But yeah, so that's what we have at the Christmas markets. But I'm going to like buy like presents from the Christmas markets. So I'm thinking like food things that I can bring with me on the plane that my family can't get otherwise. So ginger snaps is something that I usually get, um, and I usually get coffee for my mom because she didn't grow up like drinking coffee or when she was in the US. She only started drinking coffee when she came to Sweden. So for her, the best coffee is Swedish, which is like baffling to most people because they're like Swedish coffee is terrible. But she really likes Swedish coffee, so I buy that for her. Um, and last time I got some kind of local jam for my brother, but this time I want to get the jam for my dad and maybe something a little bit more fun for my brother. So we'll see what I get. But yeah, let's see what this say. Do they serve surströmming at Swedish Christmas markets? No, they don't. Surströmming is only during the summer, and they don't sell it out in the open because obviously it would just smell terribly. So they sell them in like cans, and then the whole point is that you have to be outside. Basically, you should open the can under a bucket of water, which we didn't do that time where I actually did it with my INFJ friend. We opened it with our bare hands without like having any water around, and so it stinked, and we were outside far away from everything. And this person walking their dog came by, and we were like, oh, this is so embarrassing, what are we doing? We're like polluting the environment with this super smelly fish. But I didn't eat it. I was just filming my INFJ friend throwing up, basically. It was a good time. It was a good time. But he didn't eat it either, actually. He just licked it and then like threw it on the ground. My dad has tried it, but he basically had a vodka in one hand and fish in the other, and he just like, apparently that's what he did. This was when he was a student and was stupid. Even nice DJs have their stupid moments. I love the church during Christmas season. I'm Catholic during this time of the year, and I'm actually listening to Take Me to Church by Hozier at the moment. Yeah, Emmanuel, Take Me to Church is actually anti-church. So I don't know if you actually check out the music video and the lyrics. It's not really positive about the church. Sorry to break it to you. But yeah. I mean, my Catholic friend likes the song Take Me to Church. But yeah. I mean, you can be into the church and against homophobia, but the actual lyrics Take Me to Church is kind of a jab at the church. Schumann is like grossed out. Yeah, no. That's why surströmming is not at Swedish markets. Swedish markets smell of mulled wine and cloves and cinnamon, and they do smell like hot dogs. Usually there's hot dogs that are being served. Sometimes. But mulled wine is always there, and then you have all the other things. Let me reply. Hey. I love that. I need to reply to my parents, otherwise they forget that I exist. All this makes me want to put on some hot cocoa. Yeah. Alexander says that he's there. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to start Skyping. How are you doing? I'm doing well. You're joining us at the exact the live is ending. But so I'll have to say bye to you guys so that I can talk to my parents. So happy 1st of Advent for those of you who celebrate that. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, happy holidays for you. Happy holidays to any other holidays that happen to be at this time. And yeah, I hope that you guys have been a little bit productive during the time that you've been watching this, because this was just pretty much just me doing tasks. Bye. Yeah. Happy holidays. Yeah, thanks everybody. I managed to reply to a lot of comments, or write a lot of Christmas cards. And now I'm going to be doing some crochet while I talk to my parents. Thank you, Kish. Have a nice evening. Happy holidays, says Kit. And I will check out the books because now I have them in a separate tab here. So yeah, bye. Bye, everybody. Let me write bye here. So productive. Wow. Yeah. Bye. Okay. Have a nice evening. Oh, Wanda Pete. What is that about? Why did you just come now? I need to talk to my parents now. But I do have my book here, so I need to read it. That's my next thing on my list of chores to do. Happy holidays. I mean, yeah. Happy holidays, everybody. I don't know how to turn this off. I keep forgetting. Happy holidays. Yeah. I'm guessing that Vanderpeet doesn't even have any snow because it's like summer there. But yeah. We did have somebody from the Philippines. Okay, bye.